Your bitch been licking my toe. Your bitch licking my toe like it's Sunday. Got them coochie all through my crotch, shit licking like Sunday. Who wanna start that pussy? Ooh, me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Gizzy and welcome back or welcome to my channel. And as you see by the title below, I'm gonna be giving y'all a little get ready with me / chit chat video. So I'm gonna be talking about K-pop, K-hip hop, Korea as a whole, how what they're doing is doing too much, how it needs to be canceled immediately. Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist at all. This isn't a tutorial, nothing, so don't worry about my makeup. You're not here for the makeup, you're here for me to chit chat. I'm not a professional. I don't even know how to do makeup. I just know how to put a little eyeshadow on and that's it. And if you see my nails, mind your business. Yes, they're half done. But anyways, so what had me prompted to even talk about this is because I know everybody, if you're on TikTok, I know you've all seen Little Cherry and her brother. So they prompted me to even make this video, and also just stuff that it's been going on that I want to talk about. Like I said before, if you've seen Little Cherry, she's been trending on TikTok for that stupid song. First of all, it's so annoying. So yeah, that song's been trending, and a lot of black people have been talking about how she's constantly using AVE and abusing it, which she is, and it's really annoying. And people say, a lot of people say she's from New York. Well, she lived in New York for a little bit, yada yada yada. But I've seen videos of her in interviews talking regular and normal, and she don't have a black accent using AV there. So what's the excuse for when she's rapping? Actually, this video isn't even about her. It's more about her brother, to discuss him and his behavior. Gold Buddha, that's his name? I don't know. But if you've seen his performance.
Stayed up all night with your homies. Hang on, wait a second, about to smoke that doobie. Your bitch been licking my toe. Your bitch licking my toe like it's Sunday. Got them coochie all through my crotch, shit licking like Sunday. Who wanna start that pussy? Ooh, me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but he must be stopped because performance was terrible too. First of all, why does that guy who's with him, I don't even know his name, I think he's Little Gimchi or something like that. Oh, his name don't sit right with me. But why does he have a afro? Why does it look like he has type 4 hair? It's not necessary. And my main issue with Gold Buddha is the fact that he is replacing the N-word with ninja. I watched that little performance thing because I wanted to see what was going on, because I know people was posting on TikTok, and you know, I was like, oh, let me be nosy and see like what the performance was. And as I'm watching the performance, I'm like, I don't like this, because he constantly replaces the N-word with ninjas.
Ninja unleash, and I'm a cop of the cops to blast all the fake ninjas. Just the more ninja appeal. He's so real. Ninja looks so real. Ninja move your heel. Talk my ninja, we get it down. You get it down. Ninja have a sick. All my ninja that you want to be. Ninja go skip for pow pow. You know the ninja was a prize.
Thinking he's slick, and I'm like, are we not going to talk about this? Like, that's not funny, that's not cool, that's not acceptable. And I've noticed a lot of K-hip hop rappers have done that before. I don't feel like that's necessary. Why do y'all want to say the N-word so bad, or have a different word for the N-word so bad? Like, why do y'all need to say the N-word? What is it about the N-word that you can't stay away from it? If you want to say a slur so bad, say your own. Why is it always the N-word? That just bothers me a lot. Like, why are you trying to replace the N-word with ninjas? Like, it's funny. It's not like he does it once. He does it multiple times throughout his performance. And I'm like, y'all not seeing that? Y'all not questioning that? This had led me to go on a whole conversation, basically, to say that these K-idols and K-hip hop idols need to stop with the cultural appropriation, need to stop with the disrespect. The constant disrespect of black people and black culture, especially black Americans and black American culture. I am fed up with it. Like, There's no excuse, point blank, period. A lot of K-hip-hop rappers would like be getting cornrows on a daily, grills, locks. And they not even getting locks, they getting dreads, they look bad. Forced ABE in the black scent. It's annoying. Like, my culture is not a costume. It's not a gimmick. It's not something that's funny. It's not something to be used, you know? K-pop and K-hip-hop idols be using everybody's cultures but their own. Fans want to get mad when black people are like, this is black culture, this is literally black music with a K in front of it, which it is. And if you say otherwise, you're a liar. So many idols have had so many scandals. Idols doing blackface, saying the N-word, stereotyping black people, just overall being racist and disrespectful. It's not okay. I'm not okay with that. And a lot of black fans are not okay with that. But yet it still happens. This has been going on since what, like the 90s? And y'all have been corrected so many times since, but then y'all keep doing it over and over again. Not to mention the fact that Korea constantly have plays with blackface in it, or comedy skits making fun of black people, and y'all don't see the problem with that. It's not disgusting to y'all. The fact that so many non-black K-pop fans are always gaslighting black fans, telling us we're doing the most, that we're being dramatic, it's not that deep. To you, it might not be deep because it's not your culture and your people being disrespected. It's us being disrespected, and we have every right to be upset about it. And every time there's like an issue with hair or do-rag, they be like, oh, it's just hair. Oh, it's just fabric. No, it's not. My culture is not just hair. It's not just fabric. It's part of our culture. We're always constantly called ghetto and ratchet and disrespected for having those things. But when y'all do it, and when all non-black people in general do it, it's trendy, it's cute, it's ha ha ha, it's funny. No, it isn't. My culture is not funny. Because if it was the other way around, y'all will have a stroke. Y'all will not be okay with the constant disrespect of your culture and being used as a gimmick. So please, nothing annoys me more than non-black fans talking about, it's not that deep. Or they apologize, okay? That doesn't mean we need to accept their apology. That doesn't mean we need to be okay with it. People can be mad and have every right to be mad. People can leave the fandom and have every right to leave the fandom, and that's on period. Idols don't care. They constantly do this, and they don't even apologize. Or if they do, it's a trashy BS apology. This all reminds me of back last August, the issue with Sam. Everybody knows Sam, the Ghanaian guy in Korea. He got popular a couple years ago because he speaks Korean. He's been living in Korea for the longest. First of all, I don't even know how he's doing. He got rid of his social media. If you don't know, but basically, if you remember, in August, a group of high school students, I guess a picture for the yearbook, did blackface from that. It's supposed to be like that African meme or whatever. Everybody would have known what the meme was without the blackface. You could have done that without the blackface, and that's just that. But they did it in blackface, and he called it out, which he has every right to. And now everybody and their moms in Korea was mad about it. Are y'all mad that y'all are being called out for this? People telling him, oh, go back to Africa. We don't want you blacks in Korea anyway. It's not that deep. Da da da. You N-word this. You N-word that. You monkey. It's none of your business. It's stay out of Korea. Stuff like that. And I'm like, I wasn't saying this when he was talking so highly about Korea and appreciated Korean culture. But once he calls y'all out on some foolery y'all did, now it's, oh, we hate you, go back to Africa, black people don't belong here anyway. Then the school did blackface as well as their way of supporting the school. And then in the hashtags, they put hashtag Sam. It's like, this is disgusting. And mad people were supporting both schools doing that. But meanwhile, Sam was in the wrong. People literally wanted to get him deported after that. Like, deported because he was calling that out. It's crazy because, like I said, I loved him when he spoke Korean and appreciated Korean culture and was so respectful for y'all's cultures. But once he calls out how anti-black some people are and racist some people are, y'all want to deport him? That's crazy to me. I'm mad that he's calling out racism in y'all's countries. And I feel like a lot of K-pop stans and people in general, that a lot of East Asians, especially Koreans, slide with their anti-blackness and slide with their racism. It just does not make sense how y'all constantly let them get away with certain things. And y'all always love to use the excuse, they don't know, they don't know, they don't. Yes, they do know. They do know, they just don't care. I understand how y'all use that excuse every single time. They don't know, but they do. And if they didn't know what the N-word is, why are you using it? Why are you using a word that you don't know what it means? Keep it out your mouth then. Especially like for a place like Korea, they're like one of the smartest people ever. They have high technology. Like, it's 2021. What do you mean they don't know? What's your excuse? What do you mean they don't? How do they not know? It's not adding up. They'll know when they're facing racism. They know when people are disrespecting them. But then when it comes to black people, all of a sudden, oh, they don't know, they don't know, they don't know, that's wrong. How do they not know it's wrong? You don't even need to know about American history to know that's wrong. Especially, for example, like with blackface plays or them making fun of black people in TV shows. So you telling me they didn't know that it wasn't okay to get up on camera, paint their faces brown, put on terrible afro wigs, over big drawn lips. Some even be having a slice of watermelon, and they're making fun of black people and acting black, and you're telling me they don't know that's wrong? They don't know that's disrespectful and racist? Please give me a break. That's just so unacceptable to me. That's not an excuse. No way that they don't know. They do know, they just don't care. They've proved multiple times that they don't care. So y'all need to stop with the excuses. Y'all non-black K-pop stans and people in general need to stop with the excuses and need to stop telling black people it's not that deep. It is that deep. It is that serious. Like, y'all would not be saying that if it was them disrespecting your culture. Koreans wouldn't be saying that if it was someone disrespecting their culture. It's so annoying that every time there's like for K-pop groups, there's like a new gimmick and it's like a hip-hop type gimmick, then they bust out all the cornrows they could find. They can bust out all the do-rags. They can bust out all the streetwear outfits. They can bust out all the AAV and interviews and stuff like that. You telling me they don't know? Like I said, my culture is not a costume. It's not a gimmick. It's not for fun. It's crazy because then it'd be that same people that don't like black people. The same people that won't allow black people into hip-hop clubs. How do you have a whole hip-hop club but say no black people allowed? Please let me know, because I don't get it. I truly don't understand it. Black K-pop stars have been calling this stuff out for ages. I started liking K-pop in middle school? I'm a freshman in college. That's a couple of years. Black fans have been calling stuff like that for years. And you're telling me they don't know by now? So you're telling me the last idol that did a scandal didn't hear about the person before him or her, and didn't, like, you telling me they're not aware of these scandals that each idol be in, and the next idol didn't hear about it, and you didn't think they would learn from it and not do it too? You telling me they're dumb? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because that's what it sounds like. No, they do know. They just don't respect black people. They actually don't even respect any type of fans unless it's Korean fans offended or sometimes Chinese fans that are offended. But the rest of us, silence. And they don't only be appropriating black culture, they be doing that to other cultures too. It's not okay either. Like, come on now. I hate some of those black fans that be like, I'm black, but shut up. Just because you're not offended does not mean the rest of us don't need to be. They did something serious. You not offended, good for you, but the rest of us, every single right to be. Especially when it comes to like AAVE and like do-rags and stuff like that. It's always the non-black American black fans that are be like, well, I'm not offended. It's not your culture. Of course you're not going to be offended. You don't think it's disrespectful. Sick and tired of the excuses. I'm sick and tired of y'all acting like they're dumb. These are some grown men and grown women. Stop babying them. They're not babies. They know what they're doing. Hold them accountable. And actually, for certain things, there's not even holding them accountable. It's just straight racism, and y'all still standing them. Yeah, and the people who still stand people who do something extremely disrespectful, you're just as bad. You're just as bad. Because someone doing blackface, someone saying the N-word, there is no holding them accountable. There is no, oh, they apologize. Oh, it was a mistake. You don't accidentally say the N-word. You don't accidentally say a slur. You don't accidentally do blackface and make fun of a whole group of people. That's not an accident. You don't do that by mistake. There's no coming back from that. Like, there's just absolutely no coming back from that. There's no excuses for that whatsoever. Literally no excuse for that, point blank period. Like, no. Someone could sit up here and do blackface and you'll be like, oh, it's not that deep, it's X, Y, and Z. Like, what do you mean? No apology that can make that situation okay. There's nothing that'll make it acceptable, point blank. I don't understand the way some of y'all think, to be very honest. Like, I'm convinced some of y'all are dumb on purpose. Fans and idols. Why is it that black people, especially black Americans, always got to share their culture and let people in our spaces? Meanwhile, we get no credit for it. Meanwhile, we're called ghetto and ratchet for it, and then y'all doing it and it's trendy and it's cool. That's not gonna rock. That is not gonna rock. And turn around and act like we're being dramatic when we're not okay with stuff. So ridiculous to me. Honestly, at this point, idols must be stopped. And real quick, even talking about idols, let's talk about like the local people in Korea. I be hearing stories about black people, especially black women that go to Korea to like teach English or whatever. They want the white teachers, or when they do get accepted, they're treated disrespected, treated some type of way compared to other teachers. And it'll be these grown teachers being rude to the black teachers, like really grown and racist. People spitting on black women, touching them on the street, like grabbing their hair, rubbing on their skin to see if it will come off. Like, that's not okay. Staring and taking pictures, that's not okay. That's weird. That's uncomfortable. That's kind of disgusting. Yeah, you've never seen a black person before, but what makes you think it's okay to go up to them, stick your fingers in their hair, rub on their skin, take pictures of them without permission? Even if you do get permission from them, that's still weird. Like, okay, you've never seen a black person, but this isn't a petting zoo. This isn't some type of exhibit. We're not objects. We're not foreign objects. Treat us like we're people, please. It's just not okay. But it really blows me that they did have hip-hop themed clubs and then they have the audacity put on the outside, no blacks. Blowing minds. And I'm not even into K-pop as much as I used to, because I'm just tired of it. There's one scandal after another. Like, I'm tired of my people and my culture being disrespected. Like, come on now. And Korea has nice culture, beautiful culture, so why don't y'all use that instead of mine? They need to be biting off of us. Yeah, that whole Little Cherry and her brother trending on TikTok just made me remember so many things that I wanted to talk about. And how some people just be out here being culture vultures. But yeah, I really dislike him, Gold Buddha, and like other rappers, K-rappers, replacing the N-word with ninjas. Like, you're not slick. We know what you're trying to do. We're not dumb. We peeped that. Stop doing that. Like I said, why are you fiending to say the N-word so bad? Not necessary. Y'all, so this is the final look, the finished look. This is to conclude my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And I know a lot of my black K-pop fans can feel the exact same way, can relate, understand, agree. If there's anything I forgot or anything you want me to mention, I can definitely make a part 2. I have no problem calling out the ridiculousness in K-pop and K-hip-hop. So, but yes, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I would love and appreciate it so much. And stay tuned for more content, okay? And that's on period. Alright, the next video is going to be a vlog. Not the neighbors blasting music. So if you hear music, it's like the neighbors mad loud. But, like I said, the next video is going to be a vlog. That's why I'm getting ready. And I love you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Mwah.